Hello! So, you know what I'm going to do today, but I have no idea. So, I'm going to spin this wheel. I have a collection of challenges, and we're going to see which one I'm going to be doing in this video. So, I have a couple ones here. I really do not want the one layer one. So, let's. Whoa. So, let's see which one we get. Okay, inverted. So with this challenge, I put the inverted filter on my iPad. Also, yes, I have an iPad. It's old. Don't ask questions. But we're going to try and draw something as closely looking to a normal portrait as possible when we uninvert the picture. So we're trying to draw basically a normal person while in this inverted mode. So I was kind of going for this lovesick expression at first. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just kind of doodling around. I didn't really know what I was doing, but as I said, it gets better. So I'm not quite sure why I decided to draw a hand for this drawing. It was already difficult enough with the challenge thrown in. I did not need to add in a hand for this drawing, but whatever. Now we're working on the line art for it. I'm drawing in white because, this will be black when we uninvert it. So it makes sense for me to draw in white. I'm really bad at expressions, so if you're wondering why the expression looks so wonky, that is why. I suck at drawing expressions, and I will probably always suck at drawing expressions, so just ignore it. I opened up a new layer for the hand because I knew it would be difficult, and I knew I would draw it wrong at first. So, this is me just cleaning it up and adjusting some things. Now we move on to the coloring part, which is probably going to be the most difficult. I have to make guesstimates of what is what. So I use this purple color to color in the eyes because his eyes are green and purple is the opposite of green. I used blue to color in the skin because I felt like, that would be the most close to his skin color. I ended up being a little too dark. And then his hair is blonde, but it looks dark in this photo, so he kind of looks like one of my other characters, and so it's really disorienting here for a second. Then we color in the shirt. It doesn't really matter what color that is because he wears different color t-shirts every single day. Now we try and add some shading to the eye, kind of doing it backwards because it's inverted, but whatever. Just pretending the light source is coming from the bottom left instead of the top right. Now this part was very disorienting because this is shadows that I'm adding here, but it looks super bright. And then I add the highlights that look dark. It's so disorienting drawing like this. So when coloring the teeth and the eyes, I kind of got it mixed up a little bit because I forgot for a second that that I was inverted, so I had to color the teeth with black and not white, and so you see me forgetting that for a second and then fixing it. So and then I have to color in the whites of the eyes, but I have to color in with black. So he just looks very emo right now, I guess, and very edgy. And if you're wondering why I struggled with the eyes so much, it's because my hands were super duper shaky here. I'm not entirely sure why they were super shaky, but my hands were super shaky here, so it was really difficult for me to draw a straight line. And so this is the finished product. So now we're going to try and put the inverted filter on and just try and see what he looks like. So, It isn't too bad, but it definitely is not what I thought he would look like. So this is Lucas, one of my OCs, and his skin is definitely not that dark. His skin is a lot brighter than that because he is a gremlin and he stays inside. I turned on the liquify tool so I could adjust the eyes because I realized I made them way too small. He has big doe eyes like all of my characters have, and I just simply forgot to draw his big eyes. So this was the inverted challenge. It wasn't too bad. It definitely could have ended up worse. I think since I watched Kooleen videos and other videos, that's where I got this idea, by the way. I do want to make it clear that this idea is not my own. But since I've watched other people do it before, it was a lot easier, but this is the final product. And thank you for watching.